From Dapitan, Rizal took the steamer España in his trip to Manila and had a delightful stopover in Cebu and Dumaguete from arriving in Iloilo on August 4, 1896. Upon arrival at the Iloilo port, Rizal observed that there were other boats anchored at the pier. Two of them were the Cosmopolitan and the Chacolin that were about to start with their sail for Manila. At that time, the port of Iloilo was already the busiest in the Visayas, accommodating domestic vessels as well as ocean-going liners from other parts of the world. These vessels unloaded cargoes of foreign goods and left loaded with sugar product in western Visayas. Iloilo at this period was also serving as the shopping center and cultural capital of the region.
After arriving in Iloilo port for a day, and Rizal took the opportunity to disembark to see the city, he boarded the waiting quails at the pier and took the direction to Calle Real, now known as J.M. Basa Street. Calle Real was the shopping center of downtown Iloilo at that time, and Rizal went to a bazaar that was located at present-day Regent Theater. The bazaar, owned by a Lebanese, occupied a wide space in a squat-looking building, similar to the other neighboring stores. The Lebanese store was selling stamps, Buri hats, and other souvenir items. Rizal bought a presentable Buri hat and took again a quails full for molo or parian.
When Rizal visited Molo, the place already had a reputation as Athens of the Philippines. Being a center of learnings, it had 3 schools that time, while the towns of Haro had only 2. Among the points of interest that Empress Rizal in Molo as the Baroque Church, also known as the Human Church, because all the almost life-size figure of saints inside the church are those of women. He has also impressed drawing by young artists in Iloilo of the famous biblical personalities found on the walls of the church that were mostly copies of biblical texts by Gustave Doré. The young artist had the family names Abuhay, Rispal, and Sales. Jose Rizal has also delighted to see palatial house of Don Lucio Lacson, a wealthy businessman and sugar planter that stood at the corner of Calle Real de Arevalo and the street going to the bridge leading to Mandaluyong. This grand house of Don Lucio was in the front of the Molo Church, separated only by the plaza. Other than to see the place, especially the Molo Church, another reason why Rizal went to Molo was to see Don Raimundo Melisa, a close friend and classmate in Manila and Madrid. Rizal took his lunch at the house of the Don Raimundo and they talked about many things, one of which has Rizal's decision to go Cuba. Don Raimundo just arrived from Cuba where he served as administrator in Supreme Court of the country. As such, he knew very well the situation in Cuba at that time.